Hi everyone, welcome back, and as you can see from the title, this is my experience working with a Netflix drama, aka the show Tastefully Yours. If you do not like the cut videos, because I have to cut them for social media, you can go to my YouTube and TikTok to see the full-length video if you just want to watch everything in one sitting without the cuts. But yeah, if you don't mind, then just keep on watching. So for this job, when I got this job, I was at my friend's house, and it was kind of like a pre-gaming thing because I was gonna start at my friend's house and then we were gonna go out, maybe in Itaewon, I don't really remember, but yeah, it was me and some other friends, and then I got a message on my phone, and the manager for this shoot, he was like, "Hey, are you free tomorrow? Like we need one more person," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm free," because like sometimes in this industry you get last minute jobs like this, like the day before, and it's like why not, like that's how you make your money. So I had to like cancel on my friends. I was like, sorry, I have to work tomorrow suddenly, but I can't go out tonight. And actually one of my friends that was at the house that day, she was already confirmed for this job, so we're like, yeah, we're gonna work together, yay. But yeah, so it just turned out that way, that me and my friend were gonna work the same thing, the same job, the next day. The meeting time was really early, so like that's why I couldn't like hang out with my friends after the house, because I had to like sleep so I could wake up at like get enough sleep. But yeah, so the next day we wake up early because we have to go to another city. So the meeting location, the manager is gonna drive. The one that messaged me, he's also gonna drive, and like they have a van, so he's gonna drive. It's me, my friend, and maybe three to five Koreans, maybe 4 or 5 Koreans. And then yeah, the manager, like he knows me and he knows my friend, so he didn't know that we knew each other. So when we like we were talking in the van, he's like, "You guys know each other?" We're like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Oh, okay, good," because I don't know, I guess he wants us to be comfortable or whatever, because it was just 2 foreigners, me and my friend. So it was like a coincidence that we know each other and that we're all like shooting this drama together. So anyway, at this point we didn't know what the drama was. Like sometimes they tell us the title, sometimes they don't, but at this point we're just like, we don't know, but we're just going to work. So yeah, we're in the van, and then it's also winter. Actually, this is my last story time for this year, 2025. But yeah, I was thinking of a story to finish the year with, and this is a nice story, so yeah, I wanted to tell it. But yeah, we shot this year, and then we're in this van, we're driving, me and my friend were just talking and stuff, and then just chilling and stuff in the van, because it's outside of Seoul, so like it's like a mini road trip. So we're just in this van. I'm also listening to music. The manager, he's playing music on the radio, not the radio, but the speakers. It's from his playlist or whatever. And yeah, we're just in the van, and then the manager gets a phone call. Like we're on the highway. Manager gets a phone call. He's like talking, and then like you hear the tone in his voice is like changing, and it's like, wait a minute. I can kind of guess what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna confirm anything in my mind until he actually says something. So yeah, he hangs up the phone, and then he's like, "Guys, the shoot has been canceled." And we're like, "What?" Like, I canceled on my friends the night before to wake up early, get enough sleep, and like we're halfway to the shoot, and then we get a call that is canceled because of weather. Because yeah, when we shot this, it was winter, and it was kind of snowing. It was cold, super cold, and I guess the place we were shooting at, like because of the weather, we couldn't go to the shooting location. So like we are literally halfway to our destination, and the shoot is canceled, and we're like, okay. But so manager, he turns that car around and takes us back to Seoul. And I like this manager because if a shoot is canceled like last minute or something, he actually offers a small payment, not the full payment that you would be getting, but he offers something. A lot of agencies, I'll tell this in a future video, but a lot of agencies, they don't even do that. They cancel you last minute, and then they're like, well, too bad, whatever. Like, you could have had another job that day. You could have turned down another job for this job, and they cancel you last minute, and it's like, not our problem. But that's why I like this manager, because even if it's like a last minute cancellation, he offers you some type of payment. Like, even though it's not a lot, it's still something. Like, we could have had another job, but at least we're making some kind of money this day. But yeah, so the job got canceled. He U-turns. We're going back to Seoul. We get back to Seoul, and that's when he tells us, like, I'll pay you this much for today, but yeah, thanks for coming out, and if they reschedule, I'll like contact you guys again. So a couple weeks go by, and then he messages us like, hey, are you available on this day? Like the shoot that we tried to do the other day was rescheduled for this day, so if you're available, let me know. And I was like, yeah, I'm available. And also my friend, she was also available too, so like we both got to work together again. And like when we met to go to that shoot, we were like joking about it in the car, like what if the shoot gets canceled again, like on our way there. But yeah, that was a funny experience because that's never happened before. Like shoots have been canceled like the day of before I left my house, but they've never been canceled like on the way there. Because I have a story about that, but it didn't happen to me. I'll like, you'll find out when I tell the story in the future. But yeah, so we get to the destination that we tried to go to before, and actually the first place that we stop at is just like a parking lot, because the actual shooting place is like up a mountain or something. Like you have to drive to get there, like you can't walk. So like in the first place we get there, and then they give us clothes to change into, and of course it's cold because there's no changing room. So like I'm like changing outside of the van, putting my clothes on. It's like monk clothes, so it's not super thick either, but there's multiple layers. And yeah, we're just there changing. And then after we change, they're like, it's like a rotation of the same car taking people to the shooting location. And the shooting location is like a temple, like a monk temple or something like that. And it's like on the top of a mountain, not really like a mountain, but just like you have to drive up this hill to get there. And that's why the shoot was canceled the other day, like 2 weeks before, because like the weather, the streets were really icy, and like I guess it was dangerous to like drive up there because like it's a steep angle. So yeah, I think because of snow and ice, like it was canceled because they were like, we can't go up this mountain to shoot this scene. So yeah, we found that out when we were on our way up there. And then like when we got up there, they parked the car, and then they take us to the waiting room. And actually the waiting room was like, there's the clip, I'll show the clip at some point in the story, but the waiting room was where we're eating, like at the tables. That was the waiting room. And then when they were shooting in there, like you just had to wait outside or wait somewhere, but not in there. But anyway, so we're in the waiting room, and then they tell us what we're gonna do that day. So we have to do like a scene with beads, like we're making a bead necklace and like stuff like that. And then they tell us we're gonna be like making bibimbap, something like that. They just give us a rundown of what we're doing that day. Like it doesn't take too long, but yeah, that's all we have to do that day. So the first scene, actually in the drama, first scene that pops up is the eating, the making the bibimbap. And then the next scene is making the bead necklace. But when we shot it, we did the beads first. So they take us to this temple room, and they just tell us where to sit. Like, okay, you sit here, and then you sit here, like blah, blah, blah. And they put a plate of beads in front of us with some string. And then, yeah, so they just tell us, like, all the manager tells us is, like, during the scene, just, like, put some beads on there, and then that's all you have to do. Just make a necklace. That's all they tell us. So when it's time to shoot, like everyone's ready. Like I think they tell me just to put some beads on my necklace before they start shooting, just to make it look like I already have been making this necklace or bracelet, whatever. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But so I put some beads on, and then we're about to shoot. And then yeah, action. So I'm putting my beads on, minding my business, and then the actor next to me, he's putting his beads on, and he's like trying to be first place, trying to beat everyone else in this I don't know, like this calm setting. He's just like full of energy. So I'm just putting my beads on, and then at some point he finishes his necklace or bracelet, and then he starts talking to me. But no one ever told me that he was gonna talk to me. So when he starts talking to me, like I'm trying to act natural, so I just look at him, and also I'm not sure if I'm supposed to speak or just be quiet. So I don't say anything. I'm just like looking at him, smiling and nodding, and then it's just like, I don't know, like they didn't tell me to interact with him. They didn't tell me he was going to talk to me. They didn't tell me if I should speak to him when he talks to me. They didn't tell me anything. They just told me to make this bead necklace. So he's talking to me, and I'm like making my necklace, and like I'm awkwardly looking at him, like, because me and my friend were just supposed to be like tourists in this area. So I guess it goes well with the scene. Like if I'm a tourist in Korea, I might not know what he's saying, so I'm just smiling and nodding at him. and then like he keeps talking to me, and then they're like cut, and then I was like, oh, okay. And the manager, he comes, he's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be doing random stuff, so just like go along with it. I was like, oh, now I know. But yeah, in that moment, I was like, am I supposed to even look at him? Am I supposed to reply to his questions? Like, I was just like smiling. But yeah, actually, we did multiple takes of that, and then the scene that they used in the show, that was actually the first scene that we did, and where he's talking to me, that's the first scene that we took, the first shot that we took, the first take. Did I say take? I don't know. That's the first take that we did. Like, we did multiple takes, but that was the first take. And yeah, that's the one that made it into the drama. And also, between each take, like, he was so nice. Like, he was like, oh, like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Like, really friendly. Even the girl that was sitting next to me to my left, she was really nice too. Like, really welcoming. Really fun shoot. I mentioned this. I made a reel about this. I was telling how nice the actors were at the shoot. Super nice. Like I was surprised how nice they were, like talking to us between takes, and just super nice, super friendly. And then fast forward, we do that, and then I think we have lunch and some resting time while they set up the other room. Like, they have to prepare the bibimbap and the food and like all the cameras and stuff. So me and my friend were just like chilling, like going around, and we're like listening to music. Like, we're sitting in one place, we're going to another place. I think they had a coffee truck or something somewhere, and then yeah, we're just like going around, walking around. There was a dog there. My friend was petting it. I don't know where that dog came from, so I'm not trying to touch it. But yeah, we're just going around, and then yeah, so we shoot the bibimbap scene where they're eating. They tell us like, oh, we're just gonna pass the plates. Like, I think we pass it in a zigzag, and then just add a little bit to your plate, and then just like go along with the vibes. Just everyone like being nice, and just, oh, like, I'm a foreigner, what's this? And just like, I don't know, talk without making sounds and stuff. So yeah, we do that, multiple takes, and then still the actors are really nice between takes. And there was one actor, I don't know names, but he was in Squid Games also. I'm not sure what number he was, but he was super nice too. And then he was like, how old are you? And if you know, you know. I'm not gonna give all my information, but yeah, he was super nice, and he like shook my hand, and like, this was like one of the nicest shoots I had. Like, it was not super long, it was super short, like just a few hours. The actors were super nice. Like, you would think, I don't know, actors would just be like, oh, they're better than you, they're famous, they're like whatever, but super nice, nothing bad to say at all. Like, they're super nice people. And yeah, that was the like one of the nicest shoots I had in 2025. And yeah, after we did the bibimbap scene, did I say bibimbap? Every time I say it, it sounds like I'm mumbling. But so yeah, we did that scene, and then we have to wait around a little bit to see if there's anything else that we have to shoot, and like, they have to do different angles and stuff. But yeah, when we finally finished shooting, we find out that that shoot that day was the final shoot of the drama. Like, they're done, they don't have to shoot anything else. Like, we were there for the final drama, and then they were talking about some drama wrap-up party that they were gonna go to. Not sure exactly when it was, but I wish me and my friend were invited, even though we had like the smallest role in it, like doing nothing, just making beads and eating bibimbap. But yeah, that was a really fun shoot, and it'll be nice to work with those people again, because that's how nice they were. And yeah, I have other stories about other drama shoots that didn't go as well, because there was drama on set. But yeah, I'll save those videos for the future, because I don't know, it doesn't really have anything to do with people in general, just mostly the situation that we were in. But I'll tell those stories in the future. But for now, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, all that. Did I repeat something? I don't know. But anyway, until the next video, see you next time. Bye.